10 days ago. And off we go from inside the Banterra Center. It's Alcorn State basketball on the first possession. A team looking for win number 1 this season after a couple close losses to Seattle and Portland and a couple Power 5 losses. And Henry loses the ball out of bounds. Southern Illinois forces a turnover on the opening possession.
And one of the things I noticed in watching a couple of their ball games that it takes them a while to get settled into their offense. Now they play nothing but road games until the middle of January, so they have to get used to surroundings, different teams, all kinds of things. They do get settled down in an offense and run it pretty proficiently, but they have a tendency to rush things as they did on that very first play.
Yeah, 16 consecutive road games to open the season, including number 1 Gonzaga, number 6 Baylor, number 12 Houston. Not a path for the wary. That ball's tipped away, and that's something that the Braves do really well, Mike. They force turnovers.
They're in the passing lanes. The guy who caused the turnover that time was one of the smallest guys on the floor, but good instincts for defense. They will guard you and guard you and guard you.
Now they slow it down, something they don't do a whole lot of on offense. This is Bruton with the basketball. Played well against Gonzaga, scored 9 the other night in the loss. Step back 3 for Henry straight away. It was strong. Rebound tipped around, and Verplanken comes away with it for Southern Illinois.
McWhorter was in on that rebound, just couldn't grab it with 2 hands, and Southern eventually got it and came up the court.
So almost a minute and a half in, no score, and still no score after a deep miss from Lance Jones. Part of the Paradise Jam All-Tournament team down in the Virgin Islands, scored 16 per game over the stretch of those 3 games.
This Alcorn team played Gonzaga as well as anybody has played them all year long, only losing by like 25 points. It seems like a lot, but remember they beat UCLA by 20.
It's a really good toss inside to Henry for the lay-in, and that's the opening score of the game.
They can penetrate and dish, and what they did there, and Henry was right there to gobble up that nice pass for the easy 2 off the glass.
Here's your Ron Ward Chevrolet keys to the game, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Alcorn State has to be able to contain the top 2, Jones and Damask.
Yeah, easier said than done, and of course, Brian Mullins always wants that third person to kick in there, force Southern into the paint, which their defense will do, and for the Salukis, Southern has to hit their 3-point shots and then control the boards. More importantly, control the defensive boards. Don't give Alcorn any more possessions than it's going to need. Just one and done is what they would like to do.
Well, how about that right on cue? And we're talking about 3-pointers. Ben Coupette, who's a 33% 3-point shooter, knocks it in. Southern Illinois has the lead.
Coupette's been a nice addition last couple of games of the starting lineup. Gives them some additional length, can hit those shots on the outside, and can handle, obviously, a little bit longer guards.
The 3 was a little strong from Bruton. Rebound tapped around, and it goes back to the Salukis.
We're already seeing that Alcorn is attacking the defensive glass, or the offensive glass, rather, trying to get extra possessions.
This is Verplanken at the top. Damask gets doubled. Kick out, Verplanken elevates and rattles in the 3.
Alcorn wants to double team Damask, but he'll give it up and just get it to the open man. That was Verplanken there with a wide open look from 3.
A guy that's shooting 55% from 3 may not be the right guy to double off of.
Just hit his 13th of the year.
This is only the start of game number 6, so averaging a little more than 2 made 3s per game.
Such
great drive
quickness
from Thomas, gets the bounce. He's known for his defense, a grad transfer out of Indianapolis, but just showed he can play a little bit of offense too to pull it back down to a 2-point game. Damask wants in on the 3-point party. This one off the mark to the right, rebound tipped around to Thomas. Good lead pass up ahead. And after a couple shot fakes, Agnew traveled. Sample size 4 minutes in, but you'll take 50%.
And you'll take the shots that they're getting because they're not forced. They're in the flow of the offense.
And a little bit of stoppage here, maybe a clock issue.
Yep, issue with the clock.
Yeah.
They're gonna.
Shot clock never started.
Nope.
Dalton Banks is in for the first time. Started the first 4 games. He's come off the bench the last 2. He's the backup point guard here for the Salukis. 2-point lead for Southern Illinois. Post feed into Filowich. Coupette slashing to the lane, but he had it stripped.
Active hands by Alcorn State. They're not going to give up any easy layups, and it seemed like Ben was floating in for a jam, but got stopped midway in the lane. 3
early turnovers for Southern Illinois. Bruton to the basket, absorbs some contact. Offensive rebound, tip wouldn't go, and finally Damask rips away the board.
Lamel Henry did everything but put that ball in the bucket on the offensive board.
Jones lost the handle. A little bit of sloppy play here early for the Salukis despite the 2-point lead, and then Damask swats that away on the layup from Bruton.
His 3rd block of the year, that was a thing of beauty. Followed Bruton all the way down the lane and just swatted that thing away. D'Amico in early for Southern.
Yeah, he played just 6 minutes against Creighton the other night, but he's already into the game, the freshman. Good spin and lay-in. Darius Agnew has 2. 4 unanswered, now scored by Alcorn State to tie the game up. Banks the kick out. Coupette rolls out on the 3, and it's a one-and-done trip after Henry grabs the rebound. A chance for Alcorn State to take the lead here on this possession. All the way to the cup, and it banks home for Byron Joshua, the leading scorer.
That was a really nice drive and kiss off the glass for 2.
And coming off a season-low 3 points against Gonzaga last time out, he's already got 2. Damask throws it down.
Three-man weaving it up top.
And the guards switching it defensively for SIU. Good defense from Banks, but an offensive rebound. Poked away by Damask. Bruton kick out to Joshua. There's just 4 to shoot. Joshua pulls over the top of Coupette and splashes it in.
And he posed after shooting that one.
5 consecutive now for Joshua. And then a reach-in foul called against him. Yeah, Brian Mullen's not shy about getting the bench involved. Anthony DeVonzo's coming in, Mike. He played just 1 minute against Creighton the other night.
Yeah, still bothered by that ankle that he injured just before heading down to the Virgin Islands. Did play some in the games, but hopefully some more rest will do him some good.
Verplanken swings it out to Damask. Back to an open Verplanken. Well short on the 3. And Agnew lets that ball bounce out. Yeah, injuries have been a little bit of an issue all across for Southern Illinois. We still haven't seen Trent Brown play this weekend. Ben Harvey didn't play down in the Virgin Islands. And now DeVonzo having a little bit of troubles as well.
Trent Brown's going to have to be able to at least practice a week once he's able to practice. He's had back issues. Ben Harvey has had a multitude of issues.
Banks, straight line drive and had it blocked away by Thomas. Joshua's already got 5 early points. He bounces into the post with Henry. Good backdoor cut and the reverse lay-in for Bruton. 6 made field goals for Alcorn State, Mike, from 5 different players. Everyone getting involved.
They're running their offense very fluidly right now.
That lead extends out to 5 now for Alcorn State, and a tie-up. The possession arrow keeps it with the Salukis.
just quick hands. They're not giving Southern any opportunity to pass the ball easily.
Brian Mullins said that this Alcorn State team reminded him a lot of the Little Rock team that they played in the opener, Mike, and that was a game where the Salukis turned it over 23 times.
Yep.
Haven't turned it over more than 12 in any of the 4 games since then, so obviously getting a lot better at taking care of the basketball. But he said that was a big concern of him coming into tonight, was being able to take care of the basketball, because he knows Alcorn State will pressure them.
They did a much better job in the Virgin Islands. Of course, 23, as you mentioned, that ball game against Little Rock.
It's a game they were up double digits, end up losing by 3 in the opener. Jones through 2 defenders, banks it home. He's averaging 20 points per game over his last 8 dating back to last year. Lance Jones is finding a rhythm. And a body foul against Verplanken on the dribble. 3-point lead
before the under 4-minute timeout, and then lost that game. Creighton went on a 12-2 run and then got the floater in the lane with no time left on the clock as the game expired to win that by 2.
So they've lost 2 games in a row, but playing really well as of late down in that trip at the Paradise Jam. They get a stop here on the first possession out of the timeout. Lance Jones attacks to the basket, and he's swarmed by 3 defenders. Jones heads to the line.
Almost every one of the Alcorn players touched Lance Jones on that drive to the basket, whether it was as he drove by them or as he attacked the rim. 86%er from the free throw line, and I jinxed him.
Hey, no such thing as a broadcaster jinx. I won't let you play into that. Third-team all-conference guy a season ago. He was preseason third-team all-conference in the Missouri Valley too, Mike. This is a guy who's playing like a first-teamer the first few games, despite a couple missed free throws.
Yeah, no, I think not being chosen higher just gave him even more motivation. Not that he needed any, because he is a phenomenal basketball player.
Swung out to Henry at the top, drills the 3. Alcorn State extends that lead up to 6, the largest of this first half.
Henry can knock him down. He's got 3 this year.
Tough to defend at 6'8", being able to step out and hit 3s. Jones lost the handle, went tumbling down. Here's King in transition. It's a 3-on-1. Floats it in with the left hand.
And it was a really nice move against Ben Coupette. He made Coupette make the first move and then kind of hesitated and flicked it up with his left hand off the glass.
Coupette got the defender to fly by. 1 more to Devonzo. Strong rebound tipped into the hands of Thomas. Open looks, just not hitting him right now, Mike.
Nope, and not doing anything on the defensive end. And an unforced turnover there.
Oddest Walker steps on the sideline to give it back to Southern Illinois. I'm impressed, though, with the way that Alcorn State has come out of the gate. They're in their 5th of 16 consecutive road games, and to have this kind of start on the road is impressive.
It really is, and they've already made their West Coast swing. Now they're making a Midwest Coast swing. They're heading up north after the ball game today to play another game Sunday, I believe, or Monday. They're just going to be a busy basketball team. Don't play a home game till January 15th.
16 in a row to start the season on the road. Not an easy task. Jones uses the ball screen. 5 to shoot. Damask into the lane. Wanted Mula, but throws it over the top of the defense. And that bench for Alcorn State is alive right now with the turnovers. They're forcing 6 of them in this first 10 minutes.
Yep. They're up 8, playing well, making every possession hard for Southern. Those first 2 threes came too easy for the Dogs.
Yeah, hit their first 2 threes. Since then, 0 of 5 behind the 3-point line are the Salukis. Into the corner with Walker. Hits the 3. The lead is 11 for Alcorn State. An Alcorn State team that shoots 27% from 3 in this first half, Mike, 3 of 6. Damask bounces inside to Mula, and he goes to the line.
Great look from Marcus, hitting JD, heading to the basket with a bounce pass, but sticking his hand in there nicely was Byron Joshua. Grabbing the foul.
And strong on the first free throw from Mula.
Salukis now 0 for 3 from the line.
Been something they've struggled with at times this season, 71% at the line. And he missed everything. Make it 0 of 4 at the stripe.
Double-digit lead for this Brave basketball team.
They played Seattle and Portland, both really tight. Played Washington State in the opener pretty tight for most of the game until the Cougars were able to pull away late, and then played Gonzaga to a 27-point game. But put that in context, UCLA played them to 22. Strong from Walker, and back to the Salukis.
But still, attacking that offensive glass is Dontrell McWhorter. He just won't give up on a play.
As head coach Landon Bussey said, he's explosive, plays on top of the rim, and I think he meant that more offensively than anything, but on the boards too. He is flying to get everything.
Here comes the pressure on Lance. Paul King's going to make sure it's not real easy to come up.
Not uncommon to see that from Alcorn State. They will put full court pressure on you all game long. Damask gets doubled in the post. Coupette goes baseline, and a blocking foul sends Coupette to the free throw line.
Alcorn was now chasing double teams in the corner, but Damask got out of it very quickly, swung it around to the opposite side, and Coupette had a nice lane to the basket, got fouled going up.
Ball reversals, that's the way to beat the double team. And that's the first made Saluki free throw, 1 of 5 now on the night. It's a split trip for him, though. Still a 10-point lead for Alcorn State, halfway through half number 1. Bruton uses the ball screen, gets to the elbow, sticks it. Too easy, Mike.
Too easy, and on that play, Kyler Filowich backed down with his man, which left that top of the lane wide open.
4 early points for DJ Bruton, and 7 of the 8 guys who have played for Alcorn State have at least 2 points. Verplanken, shot clock down under 10. Coupette with a hand in his face, down and out. King faked the handoff, got to the cup. Walker kicks it out. Here's McWhorter on the baseline, pulls up over the top of Verplanken and missed everything. Salukis wanting to run. Jones squeezing through the defense and floats it home.
This Alcorn team had about a week to prepare for this basketball game after their West Coast trip, and the Salukis obviously just getting back from their trip, and then had the Thanksgiving feast yesterday at Coach Mullen's house.
Man, they can't miss. Henry hits another 3 to push the lead to 13. Yeah, 11 days to be exact is what Alcorn State had after the Gonzaga game to get ready for tonight. SIU just got back from their Virgin Island trip 3 days ago. Jones turned it over, almost got it back. That's now 7 Saluki turnovers. Rebound tapped around. McWhorter comes away with it and an easy stick back. The lead is 15, and Brian Mullins needs a touch. SIU has given up early in this game.
Exactly.
6 turnovers. They haven't turned it over more than 12 times in any of the last 4 games, but already halfway there. There's a kick out, but a charge called before the D'Amico 3. Ben Coupette whistled for it.
Seventh turnover.
It was 13-10 not too long ago, Mike. A 15-3 run right now for the Braves. Alcorn letting the shot clock dip below 10, something they don't do often. King with the mid-range, it's pure.
King's only 6 foot. He pulled up over 6'7", Marcus Damask, like he'd been doing it all his life.
Got some elevation on the jumper to push that lead to 18. Coupette the answer.
Not sure if that pass was intended for Ben, but he grabbed it on the way to the basket and dunked it home. I think Banks was trying to go to the corner for a 3.
Hey, Salukis will take some points any way they can get them right now. King clearing everyone away. Wanted some deja vu. This one's off the mark, rebounded by Banks.
And McCorners is going, I got just hammered underneath going for that offensive board.
Extra pass. Damask can't hit the 3. Here comes McCorder.
Really tough matchup for Marcus Damask, trying to guard that 6 foot ultra quick guard.
Bruton spinning through the lane. Won't get the roll. Rebound tip to Henry. He's working one-on-one against D'Amico.
Great clear out by Dalton Banks.
He looks to run in transition. Verplanken from the corner has his second 3 of the half.
I already sense a little bit stronger defensive effort by Southern.
I'm sure that was discussed in the timeout not too long ago.
I think that's all that was discussed. You better start guarding.
Yeah, that may be taking care of the basketball too with a few early turnovers.
King is just so much quicker than Marcus, but a nice block.
Yeah, 6'7" will let you recover like that from Damask. Coupette spots up. Getting good looks though.
Yep.
Started 2 of 2 behind the 3-point line. Just 1 of 8 since. Salukis are on a little bit of a run, 5 consecutive. Henry swatted away by Damask. He's already got 3 blocks. Now he leads the fast break to Banks, who got pinned up against the backboard.
McCorners with the block down at the other end.
And Bruton the layup on this end.
4-point swing right there.
Looked like it might be a 7-0 run for the Salukis, but instead the block shot led to a transition layup. Damask working on Bruton, and Bruton put his hands on him. Last media timeout of the first half. Alcorn State looking really good on the road. A 14-point lead for the Braves. Inside on Agnew, got it to rattle in. And that is the first points of the career for Troy D'Amico in a Southern Illinois uniform.
Boy, he earned those 2, didn't he?
He did. The number 6 recruit in the state of Illinois coming out of high school last year. The highest ranked recruit out of Illinois that SIU has gotten since 2008. They like his future. Agnew got D'Amico up in the air and an easy left-handed finish. Anytime SIU gets a bucket, Mike, there's always a quick response from Alcorn State.
Yep, and that time Agnew and Damask got tied up and Damask went down, leaving Agnew all alone.
Damask gets the better of him on this end, though, with an easy 2. Lead is a dozen for Alcorn State. Thomas hesitates, working on Damask.
D'Amico working hard on Agnew.
And now Thomas drives on him. Joshua over the top of Verplanken. Offensive rebound, and with 3 on the shot clock, Agnew's fouled. That's 2 for Verplanken, and immediately J.D. Mula got up to the scores table. Probably don't want to risk a 3rd foul on Verplanken. Been one of the bright spots for Southern Illinois. 6 points, knocked down a couple threes. Outside of him, you're not really getting much offense.
No, there's not much offense going on at all.
First made free throw of the season for DJ McCorder. He's only played in 2 games before tonight. Played in the opener against Washington State, then missed the next 2, and played the most recent game against Gonzaga, where he played pretty well. 8 points, 4 rebounds in the loss to the Zags. And he goes 2 for 2 at the line. Damask off the ball screen from Mula. Way too strong on the 3. Mula battled with King for the rebound, but King won it. Final 60 seconds in this first half. The lead is 14, and Landon Bussey takes his use it or lose it timeout.
Bussey's got to be extremely pleased with the effort here in the first half. Takes the timeout, is use it or lose it. Going to draw up a play. I'd imagine he would want to take the entire shot clock here and then make Southern use their timeout and go in with at least a 12 to 14 point lead.
Yeah, and if you use the whole shot clock here, you get a 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Just the way that it works out.
Either way, he's going to get a 2 for 1.
Right. 1:01 left in this first half, and Landon Bussey talked about the early portion of the schedule. They've already played a team out of the Pac-12, Washington State. They've played #1 Gonzaga. They said, listen, if we've learned anything in the early portion, it's that we've been tested, but we also believe that we can play with anybody in the country. And tonight, they're believing that for sure.
Yeah, they still have Houston, Baylor, at Oklahoma, at Minnesota, at Tulsa, at Wichita, at Tulane.
3 games against teams in the top 15 in the country. Gonzaga, Baylor, and Houston. Shot clock dips under 10. Agnew has possession in the post. Instead, Thomas drives, falling away, missed it. Offensive rebound, Agnew.
Mullen said it should have been a shot clock violation, but the referees are saying it did glance off the rim.
So the shot clock gets to reset to 20. Great backdoor pass to Bruton. Couldn't get the finish through the contact to Damask, and the shot clock's turned off for the Salukis. Down by 14, desperately needing a bucket going into the break.
The Braves have a foul to give.
See if they use it.
I would.
5 seconds. And there it is with 3.7.
It's a smart foul. Wait until he starts making his move, and now Southern's got less than 4 seconds to get a shot off, and they have to take it out at the hash.
Verplanken coming into the game now with those 2 fouls. Just 3.7 seconds left. He's already hit a couple threes. Let's see if Brian Mullins has something drawn up for 22. Jones, deep 3 at the horn. Missed it off the front of the rim. And that brings us to the end of half number 1, and an impressive one at that for Alcorn State, coming on the road 0-4 on the season, but they've got a double-digit lead at the break over Southern Illinois.
But it's going to take a great effort in the second half to, #1, get back in the game, and then have a chance to win the game.
Alcorn State led by as many as 17. It's 14 right now at the start of the second half. Henry, the offensive rebound, and he gets swarmed by the Salukis. Shot clock to 20.
And right off the bat, they go right back to the offensive glass.
8-0 offensive rebounds in favor of Alcorn State now. Shot clock winding down. Thomas, the drive, got the shot altered, and then a rebound by Verplanken.
And a foul on Verplanken, I think. Yes.
Oh, that's big too, Mike. That's number 3 on Verplanken just 30 seconds into the half.
Yep.
And that's really where the only player that provided much offense, hitting 2 threes in that first half for Southern Illinois. Jones corrals the rebounds. First offensive trip for Southern Illinois. Jones slipping past the defense and finger rolls it home. This looks a lot like the start of the second half against Austin Peay.
It does, and we'll see if Alcorn can maintain its offensive intensity and go as hard as they did in the first half to get buckets and not settle for jump shots, because they definitely took it to the rim, which allowed their outside shots to get open.
Yeah, shot 50% behind the three-point line in the first half. They're just 27% on the season. Mula blocks the shot. Jones has it for SIU. Kick out Coupette, thought about the 3. Skips it. Damask, one more to Verplanken. I think Damask turned down an open 3.
He did. I think that's just a lack of shooting confidence from Marcus. He's done that several times this year.
Jones off the kick out. Strong on the 3. Verplanken the offensive rebound, the first for the Salukis tonight. Mula had it blocked by Henry. Team leader in block shots on the season. He sent that ball away.
Yep. Mula probably should have at least done a head and shoulder fake to try to get him up in the air, but he just went right for the mini hook shot and just had it swatted.
Thomas kicks it out. 5 to shoot. Joshua working into the paint. Floats it up, swirls out. Coupette was the last to touch it, and it stays with Alcorn State in a fresh 30-second shot clock.
And they're sending 3 guys to the glass every single time.
+8 on the boards, +7 on the offensive glass for Alcorn State. McCorder. Here's Henry from 15 feet. That is a beauty.
He's got 10.
He's struggled lately, averaging just 1 point per game the last 2, but playing really well. He's into double figures for the second time this season. Jones, nice finish. They're going to need that, though. If they're going to come back from 14 down at the break, they need Lance Jones to start being more aggressive.
Absolutely.
He had 4 in the first half. He's already got 4 in the second. McCorder working over the shorter Damask, got it to go.
He's just active, whether he's going after an offensive rebound, playing hard on defense. Nice
Jones
strip.
had it whisked away. It's a 3-on-1. Nice alter by Damask, but the follow-up goes. It's Bruton.
4th block of the game for Damask, but it went for naught because Alcorn just pounded the boards.
Might have to get Damask on double-double watch with blocks. D'Amico had his first points in a Saluki uniform in the first half. The 3 is short. Thomas running right at D'Amico. No on the first attempt, but another offensive rebound. And a timeout taken by Alcorn State.
And another offensive rebound for the Braves.
+8 on the glass. It's a 16-point lead for Alcorn State. Oh. And a foul off the ball against Southern Illinois.
Just a really tough matchup for Dalton Banks trying to guard Lamel Henry. He's given up 5 inches.
Yeah, I was just going to say 6'8 against 6'2. Not an easy one for Dalton Banks.
And now Jones has to guard him.
They send a double team over to Henry. Shot clock to 5. Bruton lost the handle on it. Got 3 rebounds, a couple assists, a deflection.
Stat sheet stuffer, we call him, right?
4 points as well. Post feed into Damask. He's working one-on-one on McWhorter. Flips it in with the right hand.
That is really tough to defend without getting help on the double team. But they're afraid to double Marcus because he can find an open guy for a wide open three, and they'd rather give up twos than let Southern get rolling with threes.
Yeah, it's kind of pick your poison at that time. Backdoor cut, Jones swipes it. It's a 4-on-2 for the Salukis. D'Amico back to Jones. Jones curling inside, the finger roll finish. Well, I know it's only 4-0 right now for Southern Illinois, but you'll take those runs when you can get them, and there's finally some life inside the Banterra Center.
Yeah, it's tough on the Friday after Thanksgiving. There's no band, there's no real atmosphere. Southern's going to have to do it themselves to get this crowd going.
Good bounce pass on the backdoor cut, and the lay-in from Bruton.
Bruton's got 10 in the ball game as well. He's in doubles.
That ties his season high. Also had 10 against Portland earlier this season. Damask facing up on Henry. Can't get it to go on the reverse.
Underspun it, didn't he? He was right there, but just didn't spin it hard enough.
Henry gets doubled, 10 to shoot here for the Braves. McWhorter's over Coupet. This is an Alcorn State team that doesn't really slow it down offensively, but they're taking almost the entire 30 on the shot clock, Mike, and they're getting really good looks.
Yeah, and a lot of that is Southern's defense has picked up, not giving them those easy looks in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock.
Banks to the cup, swings it out to Damask. After he hesitates, drills the three. Just 4 of 15 behind the three-point line tonight for Southern Illinois, but maybe that one can spark something for the Salukis. Still a 13-point deficit. Thomas kicks out, open look from McWhorter. Strong on the three, Coupet is fouled.
McWhorter has not made a three this year. He'd only shot one prior coming into the ball game. He was just 0 for 1 on the year, so that's not his shot. But when you're wide open and you're up 13, you know, the basket looks pretty big.
And when you're playing as well as McWhorter is tonight too, he probably earned that opportunity to shoot that. All over the offensive glass, a couple deflections on defense. But regardless, it's a miss. It's a foul against the Braves, and Southern Illinois has the basketball with under 13 to play, down 13. Verplanken just came back into the game. He's got 3 fouls. Damask with a shot fake. Now spinning through the lane, got the defender up, and Damask goes to the line.
He is so angry at himself right now because, again, he left it short when there wasn't a lot of contact after the initial contact. Could have had an and one.
Brian Mullins said that he's getting a lot more comfortable over the last couple games. Missed the final 16 last year with a season-ending injury. Said he was a little slow to begin things, but over the last couple games, really playing well, and he hits his first free throw.
Salukis now 2 of 7 from the free throw line in the ball game. Only had 6 chances in the first half, and we're just 1 of 6.
Damask hits both here. He's got 11 in the game to lead all Salukis, and it's the 5th time this season he's into double figures.
Now it's about stops on defense.
They've shown they can score. Can they get stops on this end?
Agnew really wants the ball.
They couldn't work it into him.
He was working hard on the block, wasn't he?
Shot clock winding down, 4 to shoot. Off the skip pass, the 3 rattles in for Henry. And a timeout taken by Alcorn State.
back-breaking three, isn't it?
Big time three to extend the lead back up to 14. The Braves up big with under 12 to play.
Every time they come out of his hand.
He's got a game-high 13 tonight. Jones, quick response. He nails the three.
13 now for Lance Jones.
6 of 8 from the field, and now he's picking up the intensity on the defensive end, guarding Joshua. Agnew wants it inside. Thomas gets it to him. Banks comes over to the double team. Joshua spots up, rolls out on the three, scramble for the rebound, and the Braves have their 11th offensive rebound of the game. But now Jones back the other way. And he had it ripped away from him, but a foul sends Lance Jones to the free throw line.
Alcorn was pretty lucky that they didn't get a call against them on that offensive rebound attempt at the other end. And then Southern got the turnover, and Jones now trying to cut it under double digits. Nope.
He won't be able to on this trip. Misses the first.
He's now 0 for 3 on the night from the line.
And just 3 of 9 as a team at the line is Southern Illinois. This game hasn't been below double figures since about the halfway mark of the first half. Now it's 3 of 10 at the line for Southern Illinois, 0 of 4 for Jones.
86% coming in, we said. You said I couldn't jinx him?
Top 10 free throw shooter in the league, but he's missed all 4.
Agnew just working and working on the block against Mula.
They work it into him. Double team collapses down, and Agnew took some steps. 7th turnover for Alcorn State. And speaking of turnovers, that's something that Southern Illinois has really cleaned up. They had 7 turnovers with 6 minutes left in the first half. They've only got 1 turnover in 16 minutes since.
Yeah, now it's just 1 difference in the ball game, 8-7.
Well, despite the 2 missed free throws from Jones, SIU has a chance to make it a single-digit game. Jones does it right now. No, they wave it off, and Brian Mullins is irate on the sideline. He can't believe it.
He is really frustrated.
What'd you think?
It was hard because sometimes you get continuation. So I'm not sure when the whistle was blown what he was looking at. But it took the points off the board.
Until now, they'll take 3. Marcus Damask drills his 2nd of the game. He's up to 14 on the night.
Closest Southern's been in a long time.
Down as many as 17. It's just 8 with 10 to play. Agnew a reach-in against Mula.
That time JD got him. What a battle those two are having on that block.
Those are 2 big boys down there, too.
And fortunately, that's only Mula's first, so he's got 4 more to give.
That surprises me, as much as they've been going at it down in the post.
They've let him play pretty much on the block. Had to be pretty egregious to call it that time, and I think it was.
King wants a screen. Jones stays with him. Walker shut off on the baseline. 4 to shoot. Henry missed it short and rebounded by Banks. SIU fans to their feet. Jones, deep 3, in and out. Mula the offensive rebound. Jones the reload. And Jones chases it down to keep it with the Salukis. How about the hustle from Lance Jones?
He'd rather make the shot than have to show all that hustle. But it's firing up his team, that's for sure. Here come the subs, and maybe the pace of this game is starting to affect Alcorn more so than the Salukis.
Not what we would have thought coming into this game.
No.
Alcorn likes to run. Southern Illinois likes this game to be low scoring. And it is, but it's not because of a lack of running.
Damask is starting to feel it.
He's got a couple threes in the half. Verplanken gets to the elbow. 5 to shoot for Damask in the post against the much smaller Bruton. Fading away, he connects. 16 for Marcus Damask, just one shy of his season high 17 against Colorado.
12 here in the second half. Southern now just down 2 possessions.
Down 14 at the break, down as many as 17 in the game, and a travel called against the Braves. Justin Thomas wanted a blocking foul, he didn't get it.
Would you say that the intensity has picked up just a little bit?
I would. I most certainly would. I think it took a lot longer than Brian Mullins would have wanted, probably about 30 minutes too long, but hey, 8:33 to go. It's a 2-score game.
Here comes pressure now, full court pressure.
Haven't seen a lot of it tonight for Alcorn State, but they've done it a lot this season. Verplanken bounces to Mula, the reverse lay-in.
JD's first bucket of the ball game, and that was all Verplanken on a great feed.
The loudest the Banterra Center has been tonight. The fans who showed up on the night after Thanksgiving are get treated to a second half show. Under 8 to play. Shot clock winding below 5. Here's a kick out. Bruton with 1 to shoot, has to get it up. Rims out, and Banks skies for the board.
Just ahead of immediate timeout. Can Southern cut it to 2 or 1?
Chance to make it a 1-possession game. Next whistle brings us to the media. Damask driving baseline, he banks it in, and it's a 2-point game. A new season high for Marcus Damask.
He has taken over on the block, has it 8 turnovers.
18 in the game for Marcus Damask, a new season high, 14 of them coming after the break. Joshua gets around the pestering Jones. Jones all over him on the ball. King with 10 to shoot, gets shut off on the baseline by Banks. Now King can't get it to go. Agnew's tip won't go either. Offensive rebound, King overshot everything underneath.
They just don't stop crashing the boards, and they had 2 good looks at a follow-up basket that they didn't get.
12 offensive rebounds tonight for Alcorn State. But with less than 7 to go, Southern Illinois has a chance to tie or take the lead after being down as many as 17. Damask spinning, can't get the roll. That hit every part of the rim before falling out.
Really good look for Marcus. And he's looking for a shot now.
Passed up a couple threes earlier in this game, but he wants the ball in his hands down the stretch. Alcorn State 0-4. They're in search of win number 1 of the season. Verplanken rebounds the miss. Jones skips. Damask for the lead. That would have brought this place down.
It really would have. They flew out at him.
Bruton all the way to the rack. Turns it over.
Mula with a great defensive play.
Jones looking to run all the way to the cup. And Lance Jones has a chance to tie this game at the free throw line.
Which has been an adventure for Lance in this ball game.
0 of 4 tonight for Lance Jones at the free throw line, who's shooting it at 86% this season.
The play Mula made on the other end was phenomenal. I thought he may try to take a charge, but he went up and just grabbed that ball with 2 hands. Lance Jones.
The missing continues for Jones at the line. You almost never see this. In fact, you never see 0 of 5 from him.
He can't believe it.
I'd like you to point out one person in this building who can. Missed them both. 0 of 6 the line.
The Salukis are now 3 for 13. If they make 70%, they're up 5.
They're up, yeah. This is Montgomery, the first time we've seen him tonight.
The whole game.
The floater rattles in, and that's a big bucket for Thomas to put an end to a 12-0 Southern Illinois run.
Dalton Banks got hit hard and is bleeding.
He's
in the nose.
He's already got the mask on his face, too.
They may have to look at this to see if, no?
Lance Jones just pointed out some blood
Some
right
blood
on the
the floor.
head on the floor. And so we'll at least pause for a little bit to get that cleaned up. Don't see the officials going over to the monitor, though.
I wonder why they don't look at something like that. But Dalton really was bleeding underneath his mask.
He's played really well tonight, too. Hasn't scored, but the job he's done on the ball defensively, especially in the second half, has been phenomenal.
Yeah, on-ball defense in the second half is what's made the difference in this one. Going to try to see what may have happened. There's Dalton there.
Oh, I think it was Mula, his teammate.
Yep. Inadvertently got him.
And you can see him walk off the frame there to the left. He immediately knew that he took a shot from Mula, his teammate, started bleeding. Well, 5:07 to play. Alcorn State pushed it back up to a 2-possession lead. It's 51-47 after the Justin Thomas bucket.
Stop that 12-0 run.
Down as many as 17 in this game. Southern Illinois is within 4. Troy D'Amico, the true freshman, with it.
Clear out for Damask.
He's got 14 and a half. Make it 16 and a half.
20 on the night for Marcus.
His career high is 28. 20 is his new season high after he scored 17 last week against Colorado. Agnew was open. Now wants it in the post. 5 to shoot. Bruton into the lane, leaning away. No, but the tip-in is good. Linnell Henry with a career-high 15 tonight for Alcorn State.
And again, they keep going after those offensive boards. Back up 4.
First double-double for Henry. 15 points, 10 rebounds tonight for the 6'8 grad transfer. Damask against Agnew. Took some contact. Tough finishes for Marcus Damask tonight, who's now at the free throw line.
And there's that sweet stroke of his, as you can hear it go through the net.
He's 3 of 3 at the line. Everyone else is a combined 1 of 10 for SIU. Make it 4 of 4 for Damask. Pulls it back down to a 2-point game.
Who's going to make stops down the stretch and execute their offense?
Inside to Agnew. Pass was tipped away. D'Amico goes tumbling after it. Good challenge from Mula, and he can't believe the foul.
A really late whistle. Just JD's second foul, but it was almost like they waited until the shot didn't have a chance to go in before blowing the whistle.
So it's Justin Thomas at the free throw line.
Just 2 for 3 on the year shooting free throws. Small sample size.
Big moment. He misses the first free throw. Here's another look at that foul. Man, I thought Mula was straight up.
I actually did too.
Well, it's a 1 of 2 trip from Thomas. Still a 1-possession game with 3:26 to play. Southern Illinois has won 9 straight non-conference home games. Haven't lost one in the Banterra Center in nearly 2 years, and a foul off the ball. That's the 7th team foul, so Marcus Damask is at the line in the bonus. 22 tonight for Marcus Damask. He's hit all 4 free throws.
This is the most confident he has looked on the floor at any time this year in these first 6 games.
He was phenomenal in the first 10 games last year, averaging 16 a game, went down with a season-ending foot injury, missed the last 16. It's taken him a bit to get used to game flow again, Mike, but maybe that might be over now. He might be fully back in it.
Yeah, and Henry's got 4 fouls now for Alcorn.
That's who has been guarding Damask a lot tonight, and also a guy that has 15 points and 10 rebounds for the Braves. Jones is just pestering Thomas.
He just glanced to see what the clock was.
10 to shoot. And now Jones gets called for the reach in.
Yep.
5th team foul against the Salukis, so they still have another one to give.
Yep, so they'll reset the clock to 20. That was a long time to guard somebody. And he did just get him with the knee, no question.
Thomas working on Mula. Henry, step back 3. Strong, foul against Mula on the rebound. Him and Agnew are battling again.
And it appeared he had position, but he came over the top on the rebound instead of just going to get the rebound.
Well, we'll get another look at it here off the miss.
I mean, he was there. He was there. Big spot for D'Amico also in their ball game right now.
Hasn't ever played more than 6 minutes this season. He's played 15 tonight. 5 to shoot. Thomas isolating Damask. Thomas over the top of Damask, too strong, rebounded by Mula. With just over 2 to go, SIU can take the lead. And he does. It's a goaltending against Henry.
Easy call. It was already up on the glass when Henry came across to swat it. Trying to find the last lead.
I am.
6 to 4, maybe.
6 to 4 is exactly it. With 16:46 to go in the first half. Montgomery whisked away by Jones, and then a tie-up. The possession arrow sends it back to Southern Illinois.
And that brings the crowd, who's already standing up, to clap a little louder.
They haven't had a ton to cheer for tonight, but in these last 8 or 9 minutes, man, have the Saluki faithful gotten into this game.
And J.D. Mula has played, I think, the whole second half. Davanzo has not played. Filowich has not played. Coupette has not played.
Yeah.
Here in the second half.
Verplanken's been on and off the floor with some foul trouble.
So D'Amico is the only sub, really. and that's because Dalton hurt with the mask.
.90 seconds left. 8 on the shot clock. Mula slashing, lost the handle, and then a foul is called. And it's against DJ Bruton.
Yeah, not a bad foul either, because Mula, as we saw in the first half, has a strange delivery, number one, and completely missed everything on his second free throw.
A strange delivery almost rattles in.
Yeah.
0 of 3 tonight, 2 of 6 on the season.
Great feed. And I didn't see a foul at all. I don't know if you did.
I don't think DJ Bruton did either. Hey, 1 of 2 for Mula.
He'll take it.
Lance Jones wanting the crowd to get to its feet inside the Banterra Center. Down 14 at halftime, down as many as 17 in the game. The Salukis are up 2.
And Alcorn is out of timeouts.
Montgomery for the lead. He got it! He's been one of the leading scorers this season at 9 a game. Didn't play the entire first half, and his first field goal of the night is huge.
That's his 7th 3 of the year. He leads the team with 7.
Back to Damask. Skip. D'Amico all the way to the rack. And Troy D'Amico's headed to the free throw line where he hasn't shot one this season.
Boy, he wanted to dunk that so badly, but he got caught going up. So he's got a chance to give Southern a lead again with 2 free throws.
He's played 17 minutes tonight, hadn't played more than 6 all season, the true freshman from Chicago. And his first free throw is strong. He still has a chance to tie it with 1 here.
Eight for 19 on the ball game for SIU.
In and out on the second, another empty trip for the Salukis.
Wow.
Who are shooting just 40% at the line. 7-second differential between game clock and shot clock. .20 seconds left, and now Damask reaches in.
Because they had a foul to give, now they got a foul again. That puts him to the line. That was the 7th, I think.
And so Justin Thomas heads to the free throw line.
67% so far, 2 for 3.
And
he's
1
out
of
of 2 today.
Tonight, yep.
So 75%. Made it.
Big free throw, hits the front end of the 1-and-1. And Brian Mullins wants to take the timeout here to ice the shooter.
Well, Southern can only blame itself if they don't win this game, come back to win this game, because their work at the free throw line has been nothing short of atrocious. And you can't say the wrong guys were at the line.
No, Lance Jones himself, an 86% free throw shooter, is 0 of 6 tonight. You couple an 8 for 29 at the line with getting down by as many as 17 in the game, and I don't care who you're playing. I don't care if it's number 1 Gonzaga. I don't care if it's a winless Alcorn State team. You won't win many games that way.
No, Southern has not turned it over. Just 8 still in the ball game.
1 turnover in the last 26 minutes. It plagued them early, but it hasn't been an issue late.
And there's been pressure.
Justin Thomas, 2 of 3 at the free throw line tonight. He's got 1 more coming up.
The Salukis still have 2 timeouts left. Again, Alcorn's been without timeouts for over 5 minutes.
Second free throw of the bonus from Thomas. Got them both. 1 possession game still. Are you thinking about fouling at all?
Somebody better move.
And instead, Verplanken has to call a timeout because he couldn't get it in to avoid the 5-second call.
D'Amico should have come down from half court to give him another target to get that ball in. So Southern now with 1 timeout remaining.
Well, 59-56 is the lead for Alcorn State. 1 possession game and 20 seconds left. I don't think it would happen early, but if this gets maybe below 10, below 5, if you're Alcorn State up by 3, are you looking to foul?
Maybe. I wonder if they'll back off the pressure now and just play defense too. You caused him to take the 1 because you don't want Southern to get an easy bucket on a break and then be able to call timeout and set up a defense.
And there's still a lot of time left that I think you kind of just alluded to. You don't need a 3 here. If you can get quick 2, you want it. Try to extend this game as long as you can if you're SIU.
Yeah, they've called off the pressure.
Yep. Jones wants to go straight to the cup, and Lance Jones, who's 0 of 6 at the free throw line tonight, goes to the line.
He gets 2 here. This will be a 2-shot foul.
The 0 for 6 is very much an outlier of who he is at the free throw line. 86% entering tonight, top 10 in the Missouri Valley Conference.
Lance Jones at the line. Jones shooting 2.
Not even close.
I can't believe this, Mike.
I mean, that wasn't even close.
%38% at the free throw line tonight for Southern Illinois. They've missed 13. They're down just 3. Jones hits that one. He's 1 of 8. Brian Mullins electing to not use his final timeout here.
Just foul immediately. Extend this game. Should be 60-58. Okay.
Barely got it in. Jones the steal and the putback. Tie game. Oh, and then Lance Jones reaches in and fouls Paul King.
But what a nice defensive play to get the steal and the layup to at least tie this game.
It's a 1-and-1. So King has to hit the first here to get a second. He's a perfect 6 of 6 at the line this season.
Yep, not the guy you want to foul for sure, but
he missed it.
Timeout.
They just got a foul against somebody. It goes against Alcorn State. That's on Henry, and that's number 5, Mike.
Fouled Mula. JD's going to line to shoot 2. And Henry just fouled out.
15 points and 10 rebounds tonight for Henry. His first double-double, but he'll have to watch the remaining 10.5, and who knows, maybe more than that on the bench. Here's a look at the foul.
See it again. Again, I didn't see much contact there at all.
Not that you officiate a game differently depending on the moment if you're a ref, but especially in that moment, I think 10.5 in a tie game. JD Mula's 1 of 4 at the line tonight. Oh, couldn't get the bounce.
Did everything but go in that time.
Second short. Mula the offensive rebound. Jones all the way to the rack. Banks it in and put him at the line.
Unbelievable play. To get the offensive rebound, tip it out, and then Lance doing what Lance does.
Lance Jones at the line. Jones shooting 1.
Lance Jones's 4th 20-point game of the season. None bigger than those 2 points right there with 5.6 to go.
And Brian still has a timeout with 5.6. I know he doesn't normally foul in these situations.
Lance Jones hits the free throw, and it's a 3-point game. Agnew handing it off. Bruton, deep 3 to tie. Off the mark. Verplanken rebounds, and Southern Illinois comes back from down 17 to win it at home. And one from Lance Jones with 5.6 seconds to go is the winner in a miraculous comeback for the Salukis tonight.
45 points combined between Damask and Jones, and in the second half, take away 8 of those, 37 points by the 2 of them propelled this team to this unbelievable 3-point win.
24 points tonight for Marcus Damask.